All right, thanks, Jeff. When I tell people to remind me, Freya will come back. We'll come back. No, we're not. All right. All right. So, Cameron, where did we start on this?
Show the impact of lump sum subsidy.
Were we making or losing money? Did it say?
Making money in the short run.
We were making money before the lump sum subsidy?
Yes.
Okay, so. This. You guys just correct me if. All right. Now, I don't know what they told you to wait. All right. Here's the first thing. You have to, when you draw the side by side, take the industry. First of all, you have to mark them industry and firm. But you have to take the industry price all the way over. A lot of you just do this. And by the way, you don't even have it on the same line. The reason you do this is to show the firm is a price taker. Okay? That's the first thing. The second thing is your MC has to cross the ATC at its lowest. Now, it can be close, but some of you have your MC going like up here. All right? I allowed you not to have this, and I allowed the MC because I didn't think I emphasized that enough with you to take it off on a test. Okay? And then you have to have the labels, which if you didn't have the labels, I did take off. All right, so now we have a subsidy. Luke, how am I going to show the subsidy in the firm? It's a lump sum, right?
Then you would just affect the average total cost and not the MC curve.
Okay. So something like that, right? Okay. You can just now. What happens to price and quantity aided? Okay, you're looking for something. What would happen to price and quantity in the firm based on the subsidy? Were you just checking something so did you not see what we were doing? Okay, that's okay. You want to pass on this question? It's going to remain the same. Why? Because MC or MR are not affected, right? Okay. Now, someone had this. Someone had a different free response, and the class loused it up. Because the next part was what happens to price and quantity in the industry in the long run. The market and the industry are the same. Well, in the long run, can I make economic profits? No. No. So a firm's going to enter or exit. Enter. All right. So firms are going to enter. So my supply is going to come here. I'm going to get here to zero economic profit. But what happens to price in the industry? Down. And what happens to quantity? Up.
How is that possible?
What do you mean?
In the long run? I thought you can only make her lose money in the long run with a monopoly.
Say that again.
I thought you could only make her lose money in the long run with a monopoly.
You are. You're not making money. I'm talking about price and quantity, not about.
This could be.
Right, and then where MC right here, I'm making zero economic profit. Okay? Now, there were some multiple choice questions like that. And I looked at a lot of your papers, and a lot of you did grab them. So anyway, any questions on this? Mr. Earl?
How do you know it's zero?
In the long run, perfect competition, monopolistic competition, only can make zero economic profit.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm talking about the graph.
When you get price to touch it, you said.
Oh,
Okay, sorry, I misunderstood. Anyone else? Any other questions? Okay, any questions on your personal free response? Because I could, if you think I graded something wrong, you can see me after class. I try to grade it as fast as possible. So you can have it down. Yes, sir.
Can you explain what's B number 8?
So the price of corn went up, right? Wasn't that part of this problem? Do you have a question by any chance?
Here. So soybeans are produced in a perfectly competitive market. And farmers can grow either corn or soybeans on the same land.
All right, but if you remember in the problem, somewhere the price of corn went up.
Yes, is what happens to the price of soybeans in the planting season, the price of corn.
All right, if the price of corn went up, farmers are going to choose to grow corn and make more profit. So therefore, the market for soybeans is alternative production. All right, the market for soybeans is going to go like this because the supply of soybeans is going to decrease because you're making corn instead.
I thought the question was asking like farmers who buy like stuff to get, to grow corn or grow soybeans. So I thought it was that.
I think a lot, yeah, but they were going for alternative production. So you can either grow corn or grow soy. Okay. Dan, does that make sense to you that way?
Yeah, I just
Okay.
as a substitute. So.
Yeah, and a lot of people got that. Now they mentioned it.
Why do you need to mention the supply?
For what? What are you talking about?
For the question, like it says what happens to the price of soybeans?
Yeah.
Like, do you have to mention supply?
Does it say explain?
Yeah, explain.
Then you have to explain. Yeah. If it didn't here, and sometimes it says increase, decrease, stay the same, then you could have got away with it. Any other questions? Okay. All right, I did a little flip flop on the schedule. I've never done this before, but we're going to chapter 10. So here's what I think we can do. We can get chapters 10, 11, and 12, and then a unit test. We can then finish chapters 18 and 19, and all new learning for micro will be done. That means when we come back, we can spend a week reviewing for whatever we call the midterm or the final, whatever we call it. Okay, so that when we come back, we'll have time to review in class. That will also allow me over the holiday break to like post 2 multiple choice questions a day. What do we have, like 10 days off? Whatever, to give you a chance only to earn extra credit. So say Will goes 1 for 2. It's not like he gets 50%. He gets 1 point to his extra credit pool. So there's no down. Do you know what I mean? There's no dragging you down. Okay. And that's optional. You don't want to do it, you don't do it. Okay. It's up to you. Okay. So I'll do that, and then I'll try. My goal is then to make a quick video the next day explaining why the answers are right or wrong, so you have that. Okay? Any questions on that? Yes, sir.
Like submit it to the on-campus.
Yeah, it's gonna, yeah, I'll probably just, either have you email. Yeah, we'll probably do it on the on-campus. That'll be easier. I'll probably do it through the lecture page, so it doesn't just, if I do it in the regular page, it'll interfere with you. I'll take a 1 out of 2 and give you 50. Okay? Any other questions? Okay. All right. Let's roll. Peter, you're in charge.
Your job is also tax a day, make the most out of it, please their minds to learn and to grow individually. Amen.
Pray for us. Did you guys have fun at the dance?
That was nice.
Oh, this wasn't yours? Oh. All right. All right, Monday, that's today. You should start chapter 10 on externality, 190 to 195, Tuesday, 196. All right, the notes on chapter 10 are due Monday when we come back. I just have Tuesday as a graphic day. I think we might graph tomorrow or Wednesday. We'll see how we do today. And then Wednesday will be the quiz on chapter 10. Okay, next Wednesday. All right.
Got it.
It's all on the assignment thing, but if you want to take a picture, you can. Yeah.
Is this what day for? Let me see.
Yeah. Right. It's either Tuesday or Wednesday. Do you have it tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay. I know it's not me. It's heartbreaking. That's even the other day. But I would truthfully vote for a full day.
Yeah, just one
Tuesday
full
and
day.
Wednesday. Huh?
Oh,
I leave early both days.
let's do one full day.
Why would you guys really just have to one day? Leave early one day.
All right. Does the free market ever fail to meet society's needs? I guess a good answer would be yes. And that is what we're trying to do today. We're going to talk about market failures. All right. So market failures are situations where the free market is special market. Okay. And so they do not efficiently produce the resources that society wants. So who comes to the rescue? Government. That's like the administration.
Tell me about it.
Okay. All right. Government. You don't have to draw the circular floor. All right. When do free markets fail? Here are the 4 times. Public good. Think like, if you think about public schools, most people, a lot of people wouldn't get educated, right? You know, if there was certain things that, like parks would be really hard, like to prevent people from coming in, you know, for free. So that's it. Externalities. That's what we're going to do today. Externalities like a third person, like fireworks. I could be watching fireworks from my backyard that really aren't intended for me, right? And they could also annoy me. Fireworks could be both a positive and negative externality. Monopolies. All right. The good thing is you know this. So when we go over that, it'll be a kind of a quick review of natural monopolies. And then the 4th, unfair distribution of income. And that's one that can be debated. Is it a market value or is it personal value, or however you want to judge how people make. But it's good to know that at Calvert Hall, I am above the topic. Okay. In each of the above situations, the government must step in. And, and do a rather excellent job. All right. So externality. Again, like I said, an externality is really like how a third person gets affected. All right, by something that they didn't purchase or have anything to deal with. All right. So it's a third person side effect, either benefiting the third person, like I get to watch these beautiful fireworks, or bothering a third person, like, God darn it, those things are loud and I'm trying to go to sleep. Okay. So the free market fails to include the external cost, the cost of driving me crazy and keeping me up, or even the external benefit, like I'm getting this benefit and not paying for it. Okay. So usually if government doesn't get involved, you either produce too much of the product or too little. So in a negative externality, you produce too much. So like pollution, when companies are making products, they don't put the price of pollution into the cost of that product because they're not paying to clean it up. So if you didn't think of a negative externality, you probably produce too much. We are like vaccines, and I'm not going to get into controversial vaccine here, but like flu shot said, you take a flu vaccine, not only are you helping you, you're helping the people surrounding you because you're not going to get the flu, and then they're not going to get the flu. Okay. Smoking cigarettes. But someone quickly tell me what percentage of students at Calvert Hall smoke cigarettes?
I can give you 95.
Cigarettes.
Nah, not 10.
All right.
One in 10 people.
Let's think of the senior class. There's 300.
Okay, just raise your hand.
In a situation, it's like
95% of the senior class smoke cigarettes.
In a specific situation.
Marty?
No, sure, no.
That is that. Have you ever been to a party?
I want to know, I have 5 guys here who have never smoked a cigarette in their life.
Yeah.
What? Okay. I
didn't raise their hand.
Hey, no, I just wanted to prove that it wasn't 95%. Okay. Here are some negative externalities: cigarettes, pollution. So is it more realistic than 10%?
No,
It's probably like 5. Like, are you talking like people who smoke
Like cigarettes, like they smoke every day.
like
Nobody consciously
like
smokes cigarettes.
probably like 1 or 2. Yeah. Probably 1 or 2.
Class?
Yeah, nobody consciously does it.
Like
That's pretty good.
I'd say 1 or 2 people.
I would say when I was young. All right, so here it is, your negative externalities. They resulted of course other than the original decision maker. So we call these like external costs or spillover costs. All right, so they would be like secondhand smoke. Okay. All right. And then I was using a pollution example here. So Saran, when they put out their prices, they think of how much it costs them to make things, and then they put in a profit. They don't care about pollution. They don't put that in their cost. All right. So the marginal cost curve is really the supply curve, which is actually private cost. The private cost to the company, not to the cost of society. Okay. All right. So let's look quickly at the cigarette market. Did I graph this in there for you? All right. So you can just, I give you a spot.
Yeah.
All right. So if you take, right, price quantity, yeah, I just put like supply equals private cost and demand equals marginal social benefit. All right. And then the benefit equals the cost and you get the price. But probably
What is that?
marginal social benefit.
He just said it. Are we ever gonna bring back a PPC?
What?
Are we ever gonna bring back?
Oh, yeah, the PPC. The vote out curve. All right, so now, so what is my marginal social cost? My marginal private cost plus the external cost. So think of the external cost as secondhand smoke. Right, and again, I take that, the line between. So marginal social costs or private costs plus external. Sorry. What are you trying to say? Now, this is the market price, I think the market quantity, and that's the market. Right now, here is the optimal, all right? This is what society wants, because they're taking in the private and external cost. So this is the optimal price and quantity. This says marginal social cost, and what marginal social cost equals is the private cost and the external cost. No, that's marginal social benefit. Demand is benefit, supply is cost. Okay. Private cost plus external cost. And you find the external cost will, from taking the original equilibrium up to the new supply cost. Okay? Now, Lorenzo, is the market producing too many or too little cigarettes? Are they producing more than optimal or less than optimal? More, all right? So there's an over allocation, right? Because we're producing more than optimal, okay? Now, what will government do? Oh, and by the way, this triangle here, what do you think it's gonna be? Dead weight loss. And the dead weight loss here is a little different. And both, by the way, for both externalities, you just take the market line straight up and it'll give you the dead weight. The dead weight loss here is you're overproducing. Okay? You're producing too much. Because you're trying to always be at optimal. And here, like Lorenzo said, we have over allocation. Okay. So, what are we going to do, Noah, if we're the government to get to the optimal amount that we want to produce? Yeah, we're going to put on an excise tax. And the excise tax is going to be like the price of the external cost. All right, so we're going to put on an. So this is one time, all right, that we're going to put on the tax. Okay, there's the over allocation, there's the dead weight loss, and there, so the tax, the amount of the externality. Right, now, okay, you need to focus. When you tax, you're going to get here, right? Tax is going to bring you from here to here. Or you're going to have dead weight loss. You know?
No, because they're producing at the optimal spot.
Okay, so here's right. You're going to go like that. And dead weight loss is.
So that's what happens if you use too many tax each one.
Yeah. And then you eliminate the dead weight loss. So, tricky question, not for you, Andrew, but for regular students, is after the tax, what is dead weight loss? Zero. There is no dead weight loss because we're at the optimum. Any questions about the negative externality or the graph? Look,
Just to summarize, why would you take away the bottom line again when you make the tax?
because you're now at the optimal. No, you were never, the old one wasn't at optimal, the old one was what the market was producing on their own. So this is kind of where we're producing, this is where we're trying to get. So we just wipe this out, which we then got to the optimal stuff.
And will that second line always be there, so we'll know which one, how do we know like which one is the one we want to, which one's being produced or?
Of course, for negative externality, you want to go to the optimal, you want to, in a negative externality, you're always overproducing.
How do we know which one's the optimal, will it always be marked, or like, is there a certain like thing?
Yeah, it's either gonna be marked or you're gonna have to grant it.
And is it one equals one is optimal, is it the same as what the three markets producing?
Say that again. I think, I'm trying to understand what you're
Yeah,
asking.
I'm trying to say, it's like in, last year, when MC was MR, it's like the profit maximizer, like what are the acronym?
Oh, MSC is gonna equal MSC at the optimal.
Is that the same thing as the free market one? Or does MPC equal MSC?
Right. Okay? I got you. All right. Now we're gonna go to the positive externality. All right, so this is like a vaccine. All right, this is like if you remodel your house, you help everyone else in the neighborhood because the price of housing, you have a nice house, it looks good. Graduation, you're educated. The theory is you're more productive and you're gonna make the world a better place. So there it is. What?
So much more productive.
It's a fallacy.
All right,
What he said.
all right. Now we're gonna talk about. Now we're gonna talk about spillover benefits. And if you're gonna talk about benefits, you're gonna be influenced by the demand curve. That scares me, like you're gonna get up and punch me in the head or something. All right, so the benefits spill over to other people, like I said, vaccines, education, home renovation. When you're remodeling your house, you don't really care about driving up the price of your neighbor's house, but you're doing it. Probably when you take a vaccine, you're not thinking about how you help everyone else in the neighborhood not get sick. Okay, all right. So here we go. Now we're going to start out with marginal social cost, and here you got private benefits. All right. So this was the market for flu shots. All right. So here, this is like if we're going to just put P market, this price is for the flu shot. You are taking it, and your parents are making a decision, or you're making a decision. Is this shot worth me not getting the flu? You're not really taking in account for the benefit for society. Just like when you get educated, you're not like thinking, oh man, maybe you are. Hopefully you are thinking, oh man, I'm going to make the world a better place. But okay. So now, all right, now we're going to have, guys.
So what is the MSC equal?
Marginal social cost. Okay. And now you have, again, if I take this line up, I have external benefits or spillover benefits, whichever way you want to form it. External benefits. The marginal social benefits is going to equal private benefit plus external. Okay, that's equal to marginal social benefit. Okay. Now, I take this line up, and what does that represent? That little triangle? That's deadweight loss. All right, Here is the dead weight loss. Is the market under allocating or over allocating? Under allocated, okay? So that's why you have the dead weight loss here, because you're having an under allocation. All right, now, how's government gonna fix this situation? They give subsidies. And by the way, do they give subsidies for flu shots? Yeah, right? Can't you get flu shots for free? Yeah, they're subsidizing, whoever, Walgreens or whoever, to give you the flu shots for free. All right, now, hold it for a second. If the subsidy shifts demand over here to P optimal, I'm paying more than I was paying before the subsidy. How is that gonna get me to take a flu shot? No, there's no special mandate.
Right, yeah, subsidy.
All right. We got one guy. Think about it. Let's see if we get 3 or 4 hands. How does that subsidy get people to take more flu shots? We've got 2 hands. Can we get to 4? We've got 3, we've got 4. All right, Dan, I'll ask you.
Subsidies affect the supply curve, so the supply curve.
No, but here it's gonna affect the demand.
Where does it move?
That was good, though.
I'm so confused.
Justin,
Does it have to do with now that they realize, like the benefit, their marginal benefit is greater than their marginal cost beforehand, so they value it more, they're willing to pay more for it?
no, they're not gonna pay more. They're gonna end up paying less. Think about how. No, because the price goes up, consumer surplus will probably decrease. All right, let's put numbers on everything, right? So this is $3, this is $5, this is $7. How much is the subsidy? How much? 4, right? So the subsidy is $4, right? So at $5 minus the $4 subsidy, I'm only paying $1. The 5 is the price with the subsidy shifting there. But the subsidy is bigger, like you said, Dan, than the price increase, so therefore it becomes a lower price. All right, now, guys. Huh? Positive externality. Stop. Everyone stop talking. All right. So what's going to happen after the subsidy? No, that demand curve is just going to go away. And then you're going to be at marginal social benefits.
But when does it go away?
After the subsidy. Just like after the tax.
Got it.
All right. All right. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.